Today's episode is brought to you by the Nuanced Dragon Ambient Experience, or DAX for short. This AI-powered ambient technology helps the physician be more efficient and reduce clinical documentation burden, because we all need that. To learn more about how DAX Copilot can help reduce burnout and restore the joy of practicing medicine, stick around after the episode or visit nuance.com/discoverdax. That's nuance.com/discoverdax. Knock, knock. Hi. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Knock, Knock, I, with me, your host, Dr. Glaucom Flecken. This is your one-stop shop for all things eyeballs. Here we go. Another one. You keep coming back week after week, don't you? You can't get enough of it. You're like, what are we going to learn about today? What about my eyes am I going to be taught? That's what I'm here for. I'm here for you. It's late. I'm recording this at about 10 o'clock at night. I got some surgery to do in the morning. I'm very excited. I love surgery days, and I did some surgery today. Get to do more tomorrow. Some cataracts, which will come up a little bit later in this episode. But this is going to be a special episode all about the solar eclipse. That's right. We have another solar eclipse coming. It's so exciting. I think it's the path of totality is going to be mostly on the East Coast, I believe. But this is the first major solar eclipse for the United States since, what was it, 2017, 2018, when we had the path of totality go across the entire continental United States. That was by far, as far as I can remember, the most exciting time in the world of ophthalmology. We don't get a lot of things like this. You know, there's other specialties where like things happen that are big news around, like, you know, cardiology has always got things like something's been linked to heart disease. Like you gotta drink 2 cups of coffee and that increases your risk of mortality or decreases your risk for mortality. I can't keep it straight anymore. But the point is, other organs, like there's things that come up that hit pop culture, that hit the news cycle, and then all the doctors, they get to talk about it, and they get to educate the public because everybody's paying attention to their organ, their specialty. It's not fair. The brain's always getting it. I mean, the eyes are kind of like a subsection of the brain, I guess. But the point is, we don't get them. It's not fair. And so when things happen, like a solar eclipse, we get very excited. And so get ready. Honestly, get ready, because over the next week or so, you're any ophthalmologist with any kind of public platform, social media platform, myself included, we're going to be all over this. You're going to learn everything you possibly could know about looking at the sun, the solar eclipse, how to do it safely, what could happen if you don't do it safely. That's all the stuff we're going to talk about today, and then whatever else comes to mind. Actually, I also, toward the end of the episode, I kind of went down a bit of a rabbit hole. I started thinking, what could happen if, like, what if nobody, followed any kind of good advice and just stared at the sun during the solar eclipse? What would happen? There would obviously be like a mass vision loss event that would occur. And so it made me think, like, has that ever happened? Has anything occurred that just affected vision and caused like a dramatic amount of vision loss for a lot of people? It's actually hard to find examples of that, but I did in real life and in fake life. So anyway, I'm going to get to that toward the end of the episode. But first, let's talk about this eclipse. I hope you're as excited as I am. I am not in the path of totality. I will not see. I'm not going to travel to it. I have seen the totality solar eclipse once. It was very cool. It was very neat. And so I'm excited for all the people that are going to get to look at it safely. And that's the key. So let's talk about how to do that. Um, First, you know what? Let's talk about actually, you know what? Let's talk about what happens if you don't look at it safely. Let's start there. All right. So I have talked briefly before about solar retinopathy. So this comes up a lot in social media. You know, I got people that like to do sun gazing, and they're always talking about, oh, you got to do it in certain times, like early in the morning. Or I think there's never a good reason to stare at the sun, to look directly at the sun. I don't care where it is in the sky. Like there's no health benefit. I mean, there's no studies have looked at and shown any kind of significant benefit to your health, to anything, in just staring at the sun once or twice a day. Is there some kind of meditative effect that people like? Sure, maybe. I don't know. Maybe there's some anecdotal data out there, but it doesn't do anything for your eyeballs, the health of your eyes, your retina, your lens. There's no benefit to having direct sunlight enter through your cornea, go through the pupil and land directly on your fovea. There's no benefit to that. Okay? Keep that in mind. Remember that as we go through this conversation. So, but what can happen? If you stare at the sun long enough, you have direct sunlight coming into your eye for a long enough period of time, it will cause photic damage to your fovea. The fovea is that center part of your retina that's very important. That's where the highest concentration of your rods and cones are, your photoreceptors. And so that sunlight gets focused right on your fovea, and then it just like you're taking a magnifying glass and trying to burn an ant to death. Imagine, instead of the ant, it's your rods and cones. It's your light sensing cells. That's kind of what you're doing. You're just burning a hole in your retina, and it's in a very sensitive spot. Kind of the highest acuity vision that you have. And solar retinopathy, it doesn't typically cause like severe permanent blindness. What'll happen is, over the course of like the first few days after you have the solar exposure, then you'll develop a little blind spot right in the center of your vision. And your visual acuity, it can drop to maybe like the 20/25 level, not too bad. 20/30, 20/40, still not too bad. 20/80, oh, now we're getting kind of bad. 2200 or even worse. It depends on how long you stared at the sun, how long that sunlight was blasting a hole in your retina. So it's a time-dependent thing. The longer you were looking at it, the worse the potential damage from solar retinopathy. And you know, there are certain risk factors that make it more likely that you're going to have damage from the sun. People who are younger. A big part of that is because the lens inside your eye is perfectly clear. When you're born, the lens is clear. You have to have a lens to be able to see clearly. Well, when we're born, we have a nice pristine lens. And so more of that light's going to get through the lens and into the back of the eye and cause damage. So people who are a bit older, who maybe have cataracts, maybe have pretty severe cataracts, well, not as much light's going to get through that lens. Still going to hurt the eye. So just because you have cataracts doesn't mean you can stare at the sun all day. But the damage will occur faster and more severely for young people who have no cataract, no what we call media opacity. All right, so whether that's your cornea or your lens, if everything's clear, you have a perfectly healthy eye, no cataract, you're going to get damage a lot faster. There's also certain medications that can cause you to be a little bit more sensitive to sunlight. So things like tetracycline. If you're taking tetracycline or tetracycline like antibiotics, well, you might actually be more susceptible to damage from the solar eclipse. Just keep that in mind. Those are really the big ones. Things that, and we talk about things that protect you, like having a cataract, but really there's not a lot that will protect you from in your natural eye. We'll talk about how to protect yourself from the solar eclipse in just a second. But so you get this, for lack of a easier way to describe it, melting of the fovea. Sounds terrible. It's not really melting. It's like oxidative damage. It's you get this insult to that area of the retina, and then all the macrophages and things come in and they eat it up and cause all kinds of problems. And so you get the vision loss over the course of a few days, and then often there is some recovery from that. So, if you have a big blind spot in both eyes to like the 20/80 level, well, maybe you'll get back some of that. You'll get back down to maybe 20/30, 20/40. But often you don't have complete recovery of the vision. So you're going to be left with some blind spot that you can tell your grandchildren about as the reason that you have this, because you took the opportunity to stare at the solar eclipse. By the way, you're not even going to be able to see it. It's going to be so bright if you try to look without any protection. Like, you won't even be able to like recognize that the solar eclipse is happening unless you're in the path of totality. So that's generally just what you can expect if you don't wear appropriate eye protection and you end up burning holes in your retina. All right. Vision loss, maybe a bit of recovery, but permanent blind spots that you can tell all your friends about. All right, let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back and talk about how to protect yourself during the upcoming solar eclipse. Kristen, we got to talk about the Resus Tailor.
Tell me.
Oh, they specialize in these custom EMS bags.
Yes, and they are as obsessed with organization as I am, so I love everything about
this. It's amazing. You've got one for emergency surgery.
That's right. Here's emergency airway.
I got one for major trauma and diagnostics.
And this isn't even all of them. There's so many.
When you open these up, there's a spot for everything, for splinting, for wounds, for
it's all
meds.
Labeled.
It's really, this is I could see how helpful this would be in an emergency.
When you're in an emergency, maybe the light's not great, conditions are not great. It's just open it up, you know exactly where everything is, just grab it and go.
Absolutely. To get your custom medical bag, go to the resustailor.com. That's the resustailor.com/KKE to get your custom bags. Knock Knock Eye customers receive 15% off their first order. All right, here we go. So, as we've already mentioned, on April 8th, coming up, April 8th, the entire United States will see at least a part of the solar eclipse. And then I think it's 15 states from Texas up to Maine. So mostly south up to the kind of the eastern side of the country will experience some part of the totality, the path of totality, going from Texas up to Maine. And I really encourage you to, if you have an opportunity to see this, you don't get that opportunity very often. And there's a reason that there's a whole contingent of people out there that go like solar eclipse hunting. Like, that's a thing. Because there's solar eclipse that happen all over the world. Most of the time it's in the middle of the ocean and nobody can see it, but it happens like many times every year. But not very often does it happen in a place that you could fairly easily go travel to see it. So if you have the opportunity to drive or even fly in a small amount of distance, go check it out because it really is quite cool. All right, but you got to do it safely. So let's talk about that. So the only way to see the solar eclipse, I guess, before and after totality. So we're not talking, so take totality out of the equation. So totality means the, I was trying to get my astronomy right. The moon is perfectly between the earth and the sun, to where the moon covers the entire like front face of the sun. All you see is the corona, the little shiny thing around it. It's just, I'm sorry if any astronomer is listening to this. I am so sorry. I have no excuse. My dad's an aerospace engineer. I have no excuse for not getting any of this right. So the only way to view it safely is to use certified solar filters. Okay. So a lot of people ask, what about dark sunglasses? No, not good enough. The sun is very bright, my friends. All right. It's again, the sun is designed to try to murder you, to try to hurt you, to try to kill you. The sun is not your friend. We like the sun. It does wonderful things for us, but it wants to hurt you. It does. All right. It wants to burn you up, burn you to a crisp. It wants to make you go blind. Okay. So you have to wear certified solar filters, not dark sunglasses. Even most welders' masks or covers don't work. All right, there's there's a certain filter. And I'm going to tell you the name of this filter. All right, this is like a worldwide standard solar filter. It's known as an ISO 12312-2. ISO 12312-2. That's what you're looking for. That's what you're looking for to buy. If you wanted Solar Eclipse glasses, that's the filter. ISO 12312-2. Could have chosen a better name. I'm just saying, it doesn't exactly roll off the tongue. Now, I'm not one to complain. I did call myself Dr. Glockenflecken. I could have chosen an easier name to say, but I didn't, and neither did ISO 12312-2. But anyway, that is the level of darkness, of filter that you need to be able to put those filters on. Paris, I mean, they had them last time we had the solar eclipse. They're handing out these disposable solar filters, and it was that filter, the 12312-2. 12312-2. And they work great. And it's really cool because it's you can actually see the progress of the solar eclipse. And then if you're in the path of totality, then you just chuck them off. Don't chuck them. You'll need them here in a few minutes. You take them off, and then you can just watch it for like 1 to 2 minutes of the totality until it starts to move past and the full face of the sun starts showing through. Then you got to put them right back on. All right. The American Astronomical Society has a list of companies that will supply eclipse glasses and solar viewers. So it doesn't, not just glasses. Sometimes you have like these little viewing things, but anything you need. All right, check out American Astronomical Society. It sounds like actually a cool website to go and just hang out. Like, what do they talk about in the American Astronomical Society? Oh, it sounds kind of cool. Okay, there's also you can also do like pinhole viewers. That's like an indirect way to see the solar eclipse, where you project an image of the sun onto another surface, like a piece of paper or the wall or pavement or something. And so you can make a pinhole projector. That's not as cool because you're not actually like looking at it. All right, so I definitely recommend you get the solar filter glasses. Remember, 12312-2. Your don't do that eyeball clip of the week. Eyeball clip. What don't do that eyeball tip of the week, obviously, is using any inferior solar filter. Like, come on, what are you doing? 12312-1? No. 12311-2? No. Not good enough. I don't even know if those are real filters. I'm just making up random numbers. All right? Not good enough. Don't use those. Don't do that. Eyeball tip of the week. Don't use a crappy filter. All right. Sun's going to blow right through that, you guys. All right. You don't stand a chance. You don't stand a chance with an ISO 14738-2. Get out of here. I don't know what you're thinking. That's not going to cut it. You need a 12312-2. That's the only one. That's it. All right, pinhole viewer, we talked about that. That's kind of lame, but whatever. I mean, kind of cool. Maybe you show a kid. Um, you can also, this is cool, you can also view a live stream of the solar eclipse. Did you know that? NASA will have a live stream of the solar eclipse. You can have like a little viewing party. You can invite your friends over and watch it in the comfort of your own home. You can watch it online. You can also, some places have like local events. Like if you live close to a planetarium, go check that out. All right. I bet they have a little party, a little something you can go to. So it just protect your wonderful eyes. Your eyes are beautiful. They're perfect. They're amazing. Even those of you who are severely nearsighted, you got good eyes. Don't ruin them. Don't ruin them by just looking right at the sun. Don't listen to anything on TikTok that might be telling you otherwise. All right. A lot of misinformation out there. There's going to be a lot of solar eclipse related misinformation too. Just letting you know. All right. So this whole thing got me thinking though, because, obviously very excited about this. I've been talking about it nonstop for 20 minutes now. This is it got me thinking, like, have there been any like mass vision casualty events? Like, obviously, like wars and things have caused lots of eye injuries. That's a known thing. I'm talking about like where just vision was affected, like for some reason, like nothing else, just like vision loss. So I searched for actually quite a while on the internet trying to find something like that. The only one I could find is one I've actually talked about. This was, God, when was this? This earlier this year, I think. Maybe it was late last year. Anyway, it was the NFT festival. You guys maybe remember this. An NFT festival. It's got to be in Florida. This sounds like a Florida thing, where the organizers of the festival had this big concert party and light show, and the lights were ultraviolet lights that blasted everybody at the party with ultraviolet light all night long. And then they all woke up, like dozens of people woke up with sloughed off corneal epithelium from ultraviolet keratitis, which is also like snow blindness, same general mechanism, just lots of exposure to UV light. Damages the corneal epithelium, causes it to slough off. You end up with these giant corneal abrasions and pain. Lots of pain. Oh man, that's the only actual real life example of a mass vision casualty event that I could think of or find in the news. And it's okay. They all regain their vision. Now there are a couple of things in pop culture that did not happen in real life that were vision loss, mass vision loss related. So maybe you guys have heard some of these. Oh, actually, I only have two that I could find, but it's not a big topic, I would say, as far as like post-apocalyptic type things. The eyes are there. It's not, you got like the Quiet Place, which is like hearing, but vision, I don't know, people just kind of stay away from it. So the first one, these are in media, mass vision loss events. All right, we got the film Blindness in 2008. Anybody seen this? I do remember seeing this actually. It was not that good, but it was a 2008 film starring Julianne Moore, in which a communicable disease causes blindness. And it was one of those things where it's just like the people in the movie are totally fine, and then, oh, they're blind. They all of a sudden just white out. Can't see. Nothing. So, weird disease, right? Like, diseases do other things. Like, how would the one clip I can remember from this movie is like the kid who has the disease, the whiteout blindness, goes to see the doctor. And the doctor is like the ophthalmologist in the movie is like, I don't know. Everything seems fine. Kid's acting normally, just can't see anything. And then like 2 days later, the doctor also gets the same thing. So strange disease, like how would it get into your system and but only cause eye problems? Like you think of it, it's like clearly it's got to be some kind of airborne thing in this movie. And so it gets in, just latches itself onto your eye. But then the people in there with the blind, like their eyes look normal. So that tells me it's got to affect the retina because we can't see it, or the optic nerve. It could be some kind of like transmissible optic neuropathy. I'd never heard of that before. That's a new one. But again, this is it's fiction. You can do anything you want. But I looked at the Wikipedia of this movie, again, Blindness, 2008 movie, and it caused a big uproar in the blind community, because basically what happens is the entire world gets this disease for like maybe like a year. That's it. But the whole society just devolves into absolute chaos. Like there's going to be a lot of chaos, yes. But I think what a lot of people had a problem with was the depiction of blind people as like, as soon as they go blind, they just become like cannibals and just uncivilized maniacs. That was the depiction of society with this. And it was, I see the point. I see the point. Again, it just wasn't that great of a movie, period. So, oh, and by the way, they all, at the end of the movie, they all get their vision back. So what was the point? I don't know. But not good. I would just, if you're interested, just, I don't know, you could probably find like a shortened version on YouTube or something. I don't know. Check out the trailer, read the synopsis on Wikipedia, something like that. And then the last one, the last one, I only have 2 here for you. So sorry if you're wanting more. I definitely encourage you, if you know of any like interesting mass vision loss movies or books or any kind of media, let me know. I'd be interested in seeing what these are like. So the other one is that this show that's on Apple TV or Apple, what is it? Apple Plus, Apple TV Plus. Is that what it is? I don't know. Anyway, it's called See, S-E-E, See. So let me just describe this for you. In the 21st century, it's a show, it's a series. In the 21st century, a virus wiped out most of humanity. Oh. Fewer than 2 million people survived, and all of their descendants have lost their sense of sight. So now we're talking, generations later, somehow because of the virus, which we don't know a lot of details of, I guess, society just evolved into not having sight. So it takes, this show takes place several centuries later, by which time society has found new ways to socially interact, build, and hunt, and survive without vision. See, I could get behind this, as opposed to Blindness, where everybody just starts killing each other because they're blind. Which is really what that movie was like. This one, they adapt because, you can still live a very rich, fulfilling life with blindness. I see my patients do it all the time. Like, they do amazing things with their blindness. And it's just one sense. You got a whole bunch of others. You got other ways to adapt in a non-sighted world. And anyway, whole soapbox. Like, blindness is something that it's a disability that people are able to still function and have wonderful, rich, fulfilling lives. Okay, so See, this movie, maybe I'll watch a couple episodes of this and see what it's all about. And so I don't know if let me know what you think. If you've seen any of these, if you've seen Blindness, in 2008. I couldn't think. I mean, there's like lots of movies where like a character is blind, obviously, but nothing where it's like something wipes out vision for a large number of people. Maybe they'll make a movie about the NFT festival. God, I don't know if anybody would watch that, but that would be a tough watch, I think. So anyway, that's all I got for you. You guys enjoy the solar eclipse if you can. If you're in the path of totality, please go outside. Wear the appropriate eye protection, solar filters. You remember what it is? ISO 12312-2. That's right. That's it. That's the only one that counts. The only one you can use. Not sunglasses, not welding helmets, not motorcycle helmets. ISO 12312-2. All right, that's it for our show. Thank you for listening. I'm your host, Will Flannery, also known as Dr. Glockenflecken. Thanks to my executive producers, Aaron Corney, Rob Goldman, and Shanti Brook. Our editor and engineer is Jason Portizo. Our music is by Omer Benzvi. Hit us up. Let us know what you think. knockknockhi@human-content.com. Send us an email. All right, reply on this when this gets posted to YouTube or anywhere you get your podcasts. All right, let's hear. I want to hear from you. Let me know what you think of these Knock Knock I episodes. You can also check out Knock Knock Hi. Doing some cool stuff over there too. All right, that's it. Knock Knock Hi is a human content production. We'll see you next time, everyone.
Knock, knock. Goodbye.
Thanks for watching the episode. You can find more on that playlist over there. If you prefer to listen, or you just had your eyes dilated, you can binge full episodes wherever you get your podcasts. Or join the party over on Patreon, where you get early access episodes, hang out with us, get lots of exclusive bonus content. Hope you subscribe, leave a comment below. Let us know what you think.